right, welcome to today's episode of Your Daily Scrum. I am professional Scrum trainer Ryan Ripley. This gentleman over here is PST Todd Miller. Todd, how you doing?
Doing great.
All right, this is the show that helps you level up at Scrum. We want you to do a little bit better each and every day, so we answer your questions that you leave us down in the comments section. So leave us a question. We'll turn it into a video, hopefully answer it in a way that helps you get your Scrum practices moving in just a slightly better direction. All right. I think that's a good intro, Todd.
This was asked in the comments, this question.
Yeah.
Was asked in the comment.
What do stakeholders do in Scrum? So, Todd, I got a little joke for you. Are you ready for this?
Hit me with it.
Why do vampires hate Scrum?
Why?
Because they don't like stakeholders.
Ryan. I like it. It's pretty good.
I need like that.
That's pretty good.
So what do stakeholders do, though, Todd, besides keep the vampires away?
Yeah, so I think this is just maybe this is just a trap that I fall into, but let's define a stakeholder really quick if that's cool.
let's do that.
Yeah,
that's good.
So a stakeholder is anybody with a vested interest in the outcome of what you're doing. And by vested interest, that means their job could be affected by it. They could be paying for it, any and everything, right? Anybody that has a vested interest in the outcome. And those are the people that we need to be talking with. Specifically talking to you product owners, you got to make sure that your stakeholders are involved, that you're having ongoing collaboration and conversations with them. We don't maybe want to limit it just to you, the product owner, but stakeholder vested interest in the outcome of the product.
Yep.
I just tangented there randomly. So what else? Let's talk. I mean, there's a natural thing that we should be talking about at some point here, right? I think you know where I'm saying.
No, I think your definition is great. And so the stakeholders, I think they have a lot of functions here. I think from a product owner perspective, they should be giving us information about needs, how our product can solve problems, what's going on in the market, how the product's being used. There's probably some budgetary kind of input coming from them. They are a wonderful source of information.
Yes.
Right. They're also a wonderful source of criticism and feedback. And that's where I think product owners have to really strengthen their stakeholder management skills, get really good at managing all of the inflow of requirements, desirements, features, requests, all those things. Making sure that we've got a clean way of representing things in a product backlog, making sure that the stakeholders understand the product backlog, the vision, the product goals, the roadmap, everything going on. Transparency extends to the product owner or to the stakeholders, right? So that means the stakeholders have a good understanding of what we're trying to do as a Scrum team as well. And so it's this bi-directional relationship, and it's a confusing, complex, sometimes scary situation, but it's also it's a blessing if you can get the management part right, because you just get an amazing amount of information from them. So what do? I would say primarily, Todd, and I'm curious what you think here. They give us feedback.
Yes.
Right. I think that's the big one.
They do. Yeah, because ultimately we want to adapt the product backlog based off of our interactions. The future of the product's adapted based off of our interactions. And one place where that naturally happens in Scrum, one place where that is deliberately happening in Scrum is the sprint review.
Yep.
Right? The Scrum team and stakeholders are required in a sprint review. Right? Stakeholders are required in a sprint review. You bring stakeholders in, you're inspecting the increment, you're inspecting market condition changes, you're inspecting what's happening with a customer, the product backlog, if you have a roadmap, if you have a release plan, you're inspecting all these things. It's not just a demo. We need an active collaborative conversation in the sprint review. And ultimately what we're going to do based off of those conversations that we have with the stakeholders, we're adapting the product backlog. We interact with the stakeholders to change the future of the product.
I like it.
You like that?
I think something else that stakeholders can do for a Scrum team is to set the expectation that there will be an increment by the end of each and every sprint. I like seeing active, engaged stakeholders who are expecting new features, new requests, bug fixes, whatever it is, each and every sprint, that they're not just satisfied with occasional delivery because, it's better than waterfall, right? We're getting more stuff than we used to. Don't be satisfied. You are there to not to necessarily put negative pressure on the team, but you are setting some expectations of delivery as well, right? So we need you engaged and active to help us get there.
Yeah, I like it.
All right. I like it too. I like it enough to start the music.
Yeah.
And bring up the end screen. Be sure to like it. There's the end screen. There's two good-looking guys up there.
Well, one.
One. We won't say which. Like and subscribe. Check out the socials, right? Leave a comment below. Let us know what you think of the show. Ask your questions. We love turning questions into videos. Check out the description if you want to take a class with Todd and I. There's all the information there. Also, our book, Fixing Your Scrum, Practical Solutions to Common Scrum Problems. Look, some videos just popped up. Those might help you as well. But whatever you decide to do, we hope you have an excellent day. We hope your Scrum teams are doing well, and that we're able to talk with you tomorrow. So we'll see you then.
See you.